Hello, good morning, and welcome to the Department in Howard Vapor's Guide to VaperExpo The Return. Yes, VaperExpo is returning to the NEC in Birmingham at the end of October, so now just under a month away. And I just want to give a few tips and maybe little bits of advice for all you guys. Maybe this will be your first one, maybe you've never been to an expo or jam or anything before. Just a few tips and hints that will get you through the day or the 2 days or even the 3 days if you're going. VaperExpo is a big event. It really is a huge event. I mean, the red carpet in general, well, there used to be one red carpet up the centre. There's now 2 red carpets up there. And that's about half a mile just going up one of those things. So it is a hammering on the feet. So please, number one top tip is just wear something comfortable. Wear something that you're going to be happy to be walking around in all day. Worst thing you want is a pair of shoes that are going to give you jip halfway through this and you're stuck with them. Tip number 2, food and drink at these places will absolutely rape you, and in general is not very good. Like, I mean, last year I think it was for a pint of Amstel and a hot dog was £7.50, and to this day I'm still not sure what animal the hot dog was from. Yeah, I've never had a hot dog with a skin that thick. It really was a bit. So prepare a packed lunch or take food in with you. You will thank me later because, like I'm saying, the price of drink and food and drink in that place is an absolute rip-off. The problem is I know that they've had to pay to be there. So obviously they've got to get that back in the prices that they charge us. But you do go, oh, am I really that hungry? Shall I just leave the event and see there's someone? Actually, there is a Wetherspoons at the NEC if you can find it, so you can get some cheaper drink and food and drink there. But also then it takes time. It takes your time out of the expo. But if you can, take a packed lunch, bring your own food. You will thank me later for it. Other thing is, if you go with a group of people, okay. Now, I've had this experience myself when I've been with a group of people. At some point, one of your group or yourself will stop to look at something, and the rest of your group will not notice that you've gone till about 10 minutes later. And as a general rule on Expo, because of the size of it and at certain points of the day, the amount of people there, you will probably not see them again for 4 to 5 hours. What I advise you to do is, if you're with a group of people, arrange a meeting time and point. All right, at various parts of the day, so you can all come back together again. Because I'm telling you, no one's going. You're going to have 4 people want to have a look at that booth over there, 4 people want to have a look at there, 2's gone over there, and you're in the middle. Turn around and gone. Where the f is everyone gone? It will happen. You might bump into them again at various points of the day. It will happen. You will lose people. So arrange a meeting time and a meeting point at various times of the day, so you can all come back together, especially at the end. That's just logic, but you know what I mean. On the bargain side of things, personally, the Saturday is a bit of a waste of time. It really is. I mean, last one I went to on the Saturday, bargains were rarer than rocket horse shit. There was not a lot on that Saturday. As a general rule, the best time to hit, if you are going or you have to go on the Saturday, the best time to hit most of them stands and stalls, if you're after something specific or just start buying some stuff, is around about 4:30, 5 o'clock time. Because around about 4 o'clock they start doing a stock take, and they start looking at that going, oh, we've got a lot of that, I don't think we're going to shift that on Sunday, we better start knocking it down now. And you'll start seeing some of the booths prices start coming down at that point. Sunday is definitely the best day to go. It is bargain central, and also you've got more potential chance of some free samples on that day. Mainly because all these vendors and all these booth owners and companies don't want to take anything home with them if they can. They want the easiest journey, they want the easiest pack up, piss off and go home journey that they can. So they don't want stock lying around, and the Sunday, and generally as the Sunday gets closer to that 4 o'clock stage, those prices will still come down throughout that day. That's for a majority of them anyway. If you see I'm really hoping it's not there after my experience last time. If you see a company called Head Candy or Head Candy Sweets, tell them to fuck off. Just for me personally, alright? Just tell them to Do not try those sweets. I tried them, and the sensation it gave me left me vomiting in the toilet for 10 minutes. So if head candy are there, give them a wide berth. Little warning I want to give out to people, especially if this is your first one. Some of the booths, mainly the bigger ones, and that's because that's where all the cables are underneath, have a little step. It's only about that. It will get you every time. It really is. I wish there was a way they could slope them off. I know it take up a little bit more floor space around all the booths, but I wish they could just smooth them off. It gets me every time, and I'll be fair, if you're not looking out for them, I'm probably going to be having a video camera around a couple of them because I want to get 250 quid when you peg over. Don't make me get 250 quid. The little steps are a pain in the arse, and they're also not helpful for people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. I mean, if you do have problems in the mobility, I'd advise hiring out a little button mobility scooter or something like that for the event. It is a long day on the feet. But those little steps are a pain in the arse. It's something I've moaned about. Well, there's quite a few of us that have moaned about them in the past because for disabled people, it is an additional object that they do not need. And especially if you're a mobility scooter, so then you've got to park up just to get up the little step, just to get to the booth. And also something I'd like to suggest to VaperExpo guys, the height of your stands on the counter area, the booth area, on the counter area, is absolutely no good whatsoever for disabled people, because by the time they get there, they're invisible. The counter's up here and they're sitting down here. It just makes them invisible. Lower your counters, or have a lower area of the counters for the disabled visitors that come to the event. It would really help them out so much. It's only a little thing. It won't take a lot of work for that to be done. Would like to see it. On the throw-out side of things, right now, my personal opinions of throw-outs are gone beyond a joke. It's getting stupid. They can turn... A ruckus is the polite version for it. Downright ugly is the other word I would use for it. Be prepared if you do go into the free shit throw-out zone, which is always around the stage area. Some people just lose the plot on that and think that they deserve everything, and they will do anything in their power to get it. Alright, you will get the accidental, if people jump up, you will get the accidental elbow going back. You will get people who think they've got more justification to the stuff than you have, who may do other things. Throw-outs are a bit of a nightmare, in my personal opinion. And but if you do go into it, just be prepared, alright? It can get a bit mosh pitty in there, and if that's not your sort of thing, yeah, avoid like the plague. But that's about it, really. I mean, basically, as I say. Oh, and also, just remember, if you've got people that you regularly talk to on the internet, through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those avenues, they may not they may not recognise you from your profile picture when they see you in the flesh. Introduce yourself. Go up and say, "Oh, hi, I'm so and so, from so and so and so and so," just so people know. Because there's nothing worse than someone coming up to me and keep talking to me. "Oh yeah, I saw you on something," and I'm thinking, "Who the fuck are you?" I felt really bad. And there's nothing worse than that. You just, oh, please tell me now. And you try to go the whole conversation of hinting who are you? Please tell me who you are, because I don't want to say, "I've got no clue who you are, mate." And they go, "Oh, that's just fucking great, isn't it?" Yeah. So just introduce yourselves. Other thing I will suggest is be polite to the vendors. Really be polite to the vendors. There's probably, if you've come up on the Sunday, they've had 2 days of this, and they've had 2 after parties as well. So on that Sunday morning, just take in consideration, 60 to 70% of those vendors are going to be hungover. There's going to be a few vendors there with a face like a slapped arse. But just generally be polite to them. If they're polite to you, be polite back. Alright? You will get a couple of vendors that are dicks. There is always a couple. But you generally find also, if you're polite to them, there's more of a possibility they might throw in something extra with your purchase. If you buy something, go, "Oh, well, I don't know about that." But if you've been polite to them, they might go, "Oh, do you know what? I'll do you the la 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 la." what goes around comes around, and this is mainly going out to the aggressive free shit hunters who actually give vendors abuse when they don't give them stuff. That's got to stop. You guys are one of the reasons that a few other guys now won't go to expos, because they're sick of it. Just be polite. Just be a human being, for God's sakes, all right? No one's got any God-given right to have free stuff given to them. Just remember that, please. And like I'm saying, if you're polite and if you made a purchase at the stall or at the booth, you got more chance of them throwing in something a little bit extra. Baggage. Take something you're going to feel comfortable carrying all day, but take something that you can actually put stuff in. Because there's nothing worse by the end of the day if you've got loads of bags and stuff and all this stuff. Take a sensible bag with you, but take one you can definitely zip up. Not a little Velcro or something like that. I actually more advise the over-the-shoulder, where they've got the strap that comes down here bags, so it's always on your side. I don't recommend rucksacks. It's on your back. You're in a crowd of people. Anyone could just go, zzz, thank you very much, fuck you, and fuck off. All right, rucksacks, although they can hold and they keep you reasonably hands-free, you can't always see what's going on behind you. And it is rather easy for someone just to unzip your rucksack, take out a mould, take out some of your juice, and disappear into the crowd again. And you're going to be none the wiser until you have a drink and sit down break. So I'd advise the strappy ones over the shoulder, hang down bags, because like I say, it's on your side. You've got more peripheral vision of what's going on there than you have what's going on behind you. And I guarantee you wouldn't even feel it if it happens behind you. Always keep hold of your mod. This is something that I did myself at the last one. I was at the Chef's Flavours booth, and I had my Evil Dead box with me. Triple 18650, unregulated, personalised from the States box. I took it down there because there's a few people who want to see it. Bought some stuff from the guys from Lewis and Carl. Put the mod down. Thank you very much. Walked away. 5 minutes later, I got a Facebook phone message from Carl. Hey, mod, you left your mod here. I went, oh, fuck. And I didn't even know. So keep an eye and keep a hold of your mods. Because I guarantee if you put this down and you walk away, there's a very, very high percentage that the next person will come along and go, that's fucking handy. Thank you very much. Keep an eye and keep a hold on your equipment. I think that's about it, really. But basically, have fun. I mean, see if you can find out when the talks and all this lot are happening. There's normally a special area where you can go to meet the reviewers. There'll be Q&A sessions and all that stuff. Try to find out times. They're all ish times, but try to find out times. Because you can potentially miss out on a lot of good talks there. I mean, I know Bogan's there again this time. Vic will be there. Chris Empire will be there. Bogan's there again. And if you get a chance to say hello to Bogan, he's a really nice chap. He's an absolute brilliant chap. A few people are scared of going up to Bogan because they've seen Vaping with the Bogan. Sabound your dicks off. And they get a bit nervous about going up to see him. Go up to see him. He's a lovely, lovely man. Dean, the Devil Vapor, he'll be there as well. And then there's going to be a good round of the bigger ones, and I'll be around there at some point. So I mean, please just come and say hello. It's really nice meeting you guys. It makes doing this worthwhile. It's worthwhile anyway, but it does add an extra element of to it. I think that's about it. I mean, in the comments, I mean, if there's anything you guys are looking forward to at Expo, or you guys are not looking forward to at this upcoming Expo, just put them down in the comments. We'll start a discussion up there. Keep it friendly. Shouldn't have to say that, but trolley fuckers will be fucked off. Anyway, so that leaves me to do now is if you have enjoyed what you've watched today, please like, share, comment, and of course subscribe to the channel. And I shall be back very, very soon with some more reviews and some more news. Take care, people. Have a good one.